If you've never been in love, I beg you for just the next 5 to 7 minutes to put your judgment in a corner and just listen to my crazy love story. Now, this story does not start with fireworks. It was not love at first sight. It wasn't like a perfect pairing. If anything, I started dating this guy, let's call him Jay, because he was opposite to the first guy I had dated. He was my second boyfriend. Um, he was quiet to a fault, and I think at the time I didn't really think about his insecurities, which he had. He had dropped out of high school, unlike my first boyfriend, who had been a civil engineer. He was much older than me, and Jay was pretty much same age. We had a few months age difference. Now, the story begins one night when I visited him 6 months into the relationship. His sister, his mother, and all his siblings knew me. And he was just known by some of my friends and maybe a cousin or two. So I went to his house for a sleepover. And during those days, I was looking to get my passport. And if you know anything about Africa, passports can be very difficult to get. And you need an inside person. So I had been asking my friends if they know anyone from the inside, from the passport offices who could help. So sleep over on Friday, Saturday morning, very early, around 6. I get a call. And it's a voice I don't recognize. It's a number I don't know. And the guy says, "Oh, hi, Hannah, I got your number from a friend. They said that you want a passport." And I was like, "Oh, yes. Are you the guy from the passport office?" "Yes." "Oh, right, yeah. Now I've got your number. I'll save it. Thanks for calling." He's like, "Yeah, no, let's talk on Monday." And that was it. But Jay had been stirred up to waking up, and he said, "Who was that?" And I was like, "Oh, no, it's someone from the passport offices. Remember, I was looking for someone in the inside." He's like, "Yeah, but why is he calling so early? Can't you see it's so early in the morning?" I was like, "Yeah, but how am I supposed to know what time, why people do the things they did?" And anyway, he said he'll call Monday. All right. Then that Saturday was unusual because Jay woke up early and he left, and I pretty much spent it with his sister and not with him as I usually do. He went and came back in the evening. The whole day gone. Came back in the evening and we had supper as usual. And I was like, okay, everything is fine. But once everybody had gone to sleep, he says to me, "Now tell me, who was that who called you in the morning?" I'm like, "I don't know. I told you." And you heard the conversation. He had to introduce himself. "Yeah, but I need to know, why would he call in the morning? You guys know each other." And I was like, "Why are you being ridiculous?" A slap in my face. I was shocked. I was like, "What? What just happened?" I was like, why are you slapping me?" Another one. It was happening. He was hitting me. And I was shocked. I was on the sofa at first, and then I went to the floor. He kicked me, he punched me on my back, on my arms, and I had an out of body experience at that time. I looked at myself and I said, "Is this Hannah who is being beaten up like this? Is this really happening to me? Me, feminist, strong woman, my child of grace? No." And then something snapped. I stood up, I ran to the door that led to the kitchen. I took a bottle of Fanta and he came raging towards me, and I tried to throw him, but I was crying and I was weak. I was in shock. And he caught my arm, and just then his sister opened the other door to the kitchen and she said, "What's going on?" And it's like, in that instant, he came back to life. I looked at him. It was like I was seeing someone I didn't know. For that evening, I spent the rest of the night with his sister. Early in the morning, I took my bags and I said, "No, I'm leaving this place. 2 weeks, my phone was off. I did not want to receive messages or calls from him. In the 3rd week now, remember, I said this is a crazy love story. He came, apologetic. And finally, he came to the town I was living, because we were living in 2 different towns, 300 kilometers apart. He called, and on this particular Saturday, I said, let me just answer. Yes, what do you want? He said, can we meet? I'm so sorry. That was not who I am, and you know me. I said, yeah, but that night I didn't. For the first time in my life, a man hit me. My father had never hit me. But I said, look, I'll meet you. And this was even before we got engaged. Oh. Anyway, I did meet him. He spoke, he cried, he apologized. And guess what? I don't know if it's the religious side of me or just the happy-go-lucky part of me. I said, it's fine. And guess what? 6 months after that event, he proposed to get married to me. And he never, ever again hit me. Because I told him, if you do, this time you'll spend your life in prison or worse. Of course, the relationship ran for 2 years, not more. And we didn't break up because he hit me ever again. No. Actually, we broke up because he started some criminal activities. But that's a story for another day.